What's up, guys? This is Josh from We Are Machine. My latest spotlight track is something new off of Taran Lomov's second EP for Josh Wink's Ovum Recordings, titled New Path, out this week. But before we get into that, I've got a couple quick announcements about two upcoming projects landing next week at We Are Machine that I'm very excited about. First up, on Monday, We Are Machine will be hosting an exclusive premiere of an upcoming release coming soon on Night Colors Recordings. The 5 Things I Like About You EP from Liam Seeker is out on Friday, July 16th, and I'm very happy to confirm that We Are Machine will be premiering his track Unconditional Monday morning, July 12th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the Melbourne-based producer and DJ, he has a fresh, airy, melodic sound combining the textures of progressive house with the more patient arrangement style of organic house, with appearances on labels including the Soundgarden, 1.62, Soundteller, and Mango Alley, to name a few. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on Monday's premiere of Liam Seeker's Unconditional track, out next week on Night Colors Recordings. Second, as you guys probably know by now, We Are Machine's After Hours mix series has become something I've been really passionate about during the lockdown. I'm very excited to announce that for the 10th edition of We Are Machine's After Hours mix series, Belfast producer Gregory Ferguson, aka Lunar Orbit Rendezvous, has put together a seamless ambient excursion featuring the likes of Aphex Twin, Fortet, and Brian Eno, to name a few. In the mix, he includes 3 tracks from his forthcoming album called Faith Reason, out on July 16th on Ransom Note Records. I've added a link to We Are Machine's SoundCloud in the description so you can follow along and check out the exclusive mix from Lunar Orbit Rendezvous going live Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, let's get down to business. Latvian duo Taran Lomov returned to Ovum Recordings following the release of their Pravo EP released last August on the label. While that EP was a lot more experimental, melodically, as well as rhythmically with lots of bumpy breaks throughout the package, the New Path EP is a lot more functional, as the duo sought to create a package of 4/4 techno aimed at the dance floor following this year and a half of lockdowns. Taran Lomov's New Path EP is just Ovum's second release of the year following the January release of Vienna-based producer Alexander Werth's Perception EP, which featured the Deep Houser Everyday Sunday, as well as the more dubby Isolated Nation. Now, Taran Lomov's EP features 4 tracks, including the thumping raver Backdoor, which should do nicely among techno fans, as well as a melodic techno track called House'em, which is Taran Lomov, but under their Queer on Acid alias. There's also a Taran Lomov remix of a Queer on Acid production called New Path, which is armed with some deeper melodies within its fizzy techno aesthetic. And that brings us to Voltage. It is up-tempo with a BPM of 132, but it still manages to feel gentle and delicate and would be well suited for a home listen as well as an early set tone setter. The track has a real versatility to it. To create a lush mood at this higher tempo is no easy feat, but the Latvian duo pull off the trick nicely here. Voltage manages to tap into the Ovum vibe with its speed and percussion, but this airy melodic approach feels like a breath of fresh air for the label, whose sweet spot typically lies between itchy acid house and peak time techno, with some deep house melodies thrown in for good measure. I don't expect Voltage to get a lot of chart attention right out of the gate. Instead, I see it as one of those deeper cuts, one of those word-of-mouth gems that will get passed around between friends in the coming years. I've been digging through the Ovum catalog trying to find some tracks similar to Voltage to recommend to you guys, but I really haven't been able to find anything quite in that same space from this legendary label. That's why I'd love to hear from you guys. What are some of your favorite Ovum releases? How do you think this new release from Taran Lomov will stack up? Let me know in the comments. If you want to hear Voltage in action, Taran and Lomov opened their set recorded back in mid-June at the National Library of Latvia with the track, and I've included a link to the video in the description. That's hosted by the Heed the Sound channel. I'm Josh with We Are Machine, and I'll be back soon with more Spotlight tracks. Thanks, guys.